usual standard messaging rates apply. Now, two Glasgow-based psychiatrists are adopting an unusual way of encouraging people to talk about mental health. They review Pakistani soap operas on their newly formed YouTube channel. So here's to tell us more, very intriguing, consultant psychiatrist Dr. Sadia Mohammed and Dr. Saman Khan. Good morning to you both.
Hi, Kaye.
Morning. As I say, Sadia, very intriguing. So tell us how you link these two things.
Yes, thanks, Kaye, for having us on the show. So, it all really started with, Saman and I, we love Pakistani soap operas or dramas. They're watched across the world. They're loved across the world. And they're in Urdu. We love the Urdu language. And basically, over the last 10 years, we've noticed that there's been a lot more portrayal of mental illness in the dramas, and very powerful portrayals. And we wanted to use this as an opportunity to raise awareness and address stigma around mental health issues. So that's how we kind of all started up. We just started at the beginning of this year, actually. So we've been trying to get a video out once every week.
Right. Okay. And Saman, is it working well?
Yeah, no, it's been going really well. We've had lots of feedback, very positive feedback, and especially about kind of giving language to the disorders that are presented, because they're not always labelled. So a lot of people have said to us, we didn't know that person was suffering from that. So that was an eye-opener for them.
Right. I mean, in terms of, general conversation about mental health, I think, the conversation has shifted massively, probably in the last 10 years, as you say, Sadia. In terms of the communities that you're speaking to, how is that received, that conversation, Sadia?
So, as Simon said, I think it's been received really well. We've had lots of really appreciative feedback, and really people, telling us that they weren't aware. They could see that something wasn't right with a particular character, that they were struggling. Maybe they could relate to that themselves, but they weren't sure what was wrong. So actually, just kind of having that labelled, having that explained, and to kind of address myths around mental illness that are quite prevalent in the South Asian community as well, has been really helpful. So we've kind of talked about mental illness. We've talked about how it can come about, what can be done, and our hope was really to educate, but also empower people really to try and do what they can to take, to help themselves with their mental health and to seek support when it's needed.
You referred there to myths that persist within the South Asian community. What kind of myths?
So I guess it's kind of understanding of what's underlying these difficulties. So mental illness quite often isn't seen as an illness in the same way that you would consider, like, for example, diabetes. So there's lots of alternative kind of explanations that are given or held, such as that this is a result of demonic possession or black magic or the evil eye, or actually even just that your spiritual state is such that you're not a good person, and this is why this is happening to you. So really very, very dangerous kind of the last anyway is very dangerous ideas, and the former beliefs, some of them are rooted in certainly the Islamic faith, but they're not the primary understanding of these issues. It should always be about seeing these as symptoms of a mental illness that needs assessment and treatment.
So you've clearly got a very focused professional motivation in doing this, but Saman, I'm hoping that it's also quite good fun for the two of you to be doing this. It's called Gupshup. You'll have to tell us what that means, and also you're getting the chance to chat in Urdu, which must be nice too.
Yeah, absolutely. Gupshup actually means chit chat.
Ah, right, good. I like that, Gupshup. I'm going to adopt that one if I can.
So, and that's basically what we were doing. We're just chit-chatting about mental illness in Pakistani dramas. So it doesn't come across as formal. It comes across as something that people can relate to.
Yeah, which which is always the most effective way of engaging people and getting them into a broader conversation. Well, listen, thanks very much for gupshupping with us. We appreciate that, Dr. Sadia Mohammed and Dr. Saman Khan. If people are looking for your YouTube channel, Sadia, where would they find it?
Yeah, so the channel is called Gupshup with Dr. Sadia and Dr. Saman. So if you just do a search, we should come up.
Fantastic. Okay, lovely to speak to you today.
This week is Mental Health Awareness Week.
Listen in as we open up a conversation on